Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Ariel and I am the owner of Ariebea Sticker Shop. I wanted to say Happy New Year, you guys. I think this is going to be my very first video of the new year and I'm very excited about it. I hope you guys took the time to stay with family over the holidays and I hope you're ready to start 2023. It's actually a little bit dark and foggy outside right now, so I don't have the best lighting to be filming, but I wanted to share with you a little bit more about my standard traveler's notebook here because I've been getting a few questions about it. I mentioned in my planner lineup for 2023, I will link it somewhere here so you guys will be able to watch. If not, it's on my YouTube channel. I mentioned that I was going to start journaling a little bit more in 2023 and specifically start like my astrology and manifestation journal. So that is what this journal has become. It is a Midori Traveler's Notebook or Traveler's Company Traveler's Notebook. This is the standard in the brown color, and I got a few questions to share a little bit more about what I keep in here. I will be showing you mainly the notebook that I have up in front, which is where I keep all of my information there, because the back insert that I have here is kind of just regular journaling. It's not necessarily for manifestations or anything like that. But I thought I would just go ahead and start. This setup is actually pretty basic. I haven't really put too much thought into it. I just wanted a place to get some information down, and I wanted to, mainly for my manifestations, I wanted to be able to read my own chart, which is a little bit difficult, especially because there's so many different variations. I'm trying to stay away from, what's the word that I'm looking for? Stereotypes? I want to stay away from stereotypes when I'm like reading my own chart. I'm trying to look up translations for my chart as well and try and find kind of like my purpose, my north node, that kind of thing. So I do have a few decorative elements, of course. I am a planner girl. I have quite a few things in here that I will show you first. I have some pretty vellum, of course, in the front of my planner because I couldn't resist myself. And I have a few like envelopes and folders in here as well. I use them to keep some decorative things as well as some things that I'm using in my journal. So in the front here, I just have like some postcards, ephemera, and some keto washi strips in here. And then on the opposite side, I have some of these. These are like printed notepads. I found them in my stash a while ago and I thought they would fit perfectly in here, and they do. So of course I can use these as note papers inside my moon journal. This is what I'm mainly going to be talking about today, and I'll show you a little bit on how I set it up. But I'll get to that. I'm just gonna go through the rest of this TN first. I do have some stickers in here. This is the back of that clear pocket, so I put some stickers in here, some like decorations if I want to paste things into this journal. I have some charts in here. I have my perfection, this is my yearly perfection chart for a Libra rising. So I am a Libra rising, and this chart will basically help me find what I need to focus on for whatever year I'm in. So if you don't already know about perfection charts, I definitely recommend you look yours up along with your birth chart. You're going to be able to find a little bit more on what you're supposed to be focusing on for that year of your life. As you can see here, they're all numbers. These are all ages. Basically, you find your age and it will lead you to a house number, and the house number will tell you what area of your life you should be focusing on for that year. So I'm currently in my 4th house perfection year, and obviously this year in 2023, I'm going to be moving on into my 5th. So I have a few other charts in here as well. I have an extra copy of my circle birth chart here. I do actually need to print out another one of these. This one is like my actual birth chart, but I want to print out a whole sign version for manifestations and stuff like that. And as you can see, I do have like some brown paper that I've been decorating with. I have some pretty sticky notes that I think match the aesthetic, so I'm going to be using those as well. So inside that journal, I also tend to use stickers, of course. I am a sticker shop, so of course I'm going to need to have some astrology themed stickers in here. I've been using quite a few of these new moon and full moon stickers. I really like these. I've been setting this up in my Hobonichi Cousin in the monthly pages. They fit perfectly in there, by the way. But I've been using these to schedule when the new moon and when the full moon is. I think it really helps me to, not only with my manifestations, but to help me like set my intentions for the month. I'm just starting out doing all of these things. I'm like basically surface level. I only started getting interested in this not long ago, so I'm still trying to figure out some new routine, which is, I mean, perfect, because we are in Capricorn season. I probably should have thought of this earlier and set all of this up like way before the new year, but that's alright as long as I can start now. So I have a few stickers in here that I'm going to be using in this journal. I have full moon stickers, new moon stickers. I have a few of these script stickers. That one says intention. I have reflection, goal stickers. I think that's it. Another goal sticker. Oh, I also have retrograde stickers as well because Mercury is currently in retrograde. So I've been writing in my journal a little bit about that. Funny thing, literally the day before Mercury retrograde, my TV broke. So of course it had to happen during Mercury retrograde. I'm pretty upset about it still. So yeah, I have those script stickers, and then I also have some of these constellation stickers. I love these ones. I think they're really cute. I'll show you how I use them a little bit later. But I have some of these of the planets and the signs. I have these zodiac signs in like the large size, and I have these small ones as well. I love these stickers. I think they're so cute. I thought that they would be nice to have in my planner. And then I also have these ones which are the planets and signs. So these are all the signs that I'm focusing on. Of course there are a few more. Maybe when I start to learn a little bit more about all of my signs and what these mean, I can move on to some other asteroids and planets as well. But I have the basics down here. It's the Sun, Moon, Earth, Mars, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, all that good stuff. I also included Midheaven, North Node, South Node, Lilith, and Chiron in here as well because I think those are important to start with. And then these are the constellation stickers that I just showed you earlier, but just big. I thought these were cute. They're in my sticker shop right now, so if you want to go check those out, they are there. And I keep all of this in this little pocket to keep them secure, so I always have it. I do have this other folder as well as this notebook in here for other types of journaling. I'm currently doing a winter themed journaling prompt set from AnaJolenePrintables. This is what it looks like. And I'm just following her prompts that she gives on here, but that's not like specifically related to my moon journal. I just wanted to have a place to put that sort of journaling as well, and I feel like these two kind of go together, so that's why I put them within the same notebook. So those are the two things that I have in here. As you can see, I do have all of these other things in my folder as well. But I'm going to go back to this notebook here, which is where literally the magic will hopefully happen. So this notebook is where I'm going to be doing a little bit of studying. I have like reference notes and stuff inside here. So I'll quickly show you a little bit about it. I did make a pretty title page here. Maybe I'll add a few extra things in here. Maybe I'll put a quote or something like that. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, so let's get into it. So I do have a few like informational pages in here. Like in general, I have decorated with a little bit of like paper and some washi. These are my two favorite washis that I'm currently using in here. One of them is a constellation one, and then the other one is some crescent moons. So I do have information on some of the like signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, that kind of stuff, as well as the planets. I also decided to add information on like the aspects and stuff like that in your birth chart, which are basically like the degrees and relationship between your placements and planets within your own chart. So I've been looking at those to see like what they mean for me. I haven't fully like solidified everything. My goal is to look at all of my placements and planets and stuff like that and write down in here what they mean, but I haven't gotten around to that yet because it is hard. It is very hard because of course you can't like look at someone's chart and like read their whole entire life. You really need to look at pieces as individual things. I also have a few notes here about like the modalities and what they mean and that kind of thing. So all of this stuff is like reference stuff in the front. So I have a little bit about the meaning of some of the houses here, and then I have my own birth chart here with some of my aspects and stuff. So these are all of like my rulers of my houses that I personally have and what they mean. Yeah, I really like this chart at the bottom here. It is called the Ephemeris, I believe. Why do I always have trouble pronouncing that word? But I like the ephemeris at the bottom because it can show you the relationship between your planets and placements that you have inside your chart. So that's interesting to look at. Also kind of scary, but yeah. So here I started writing a little bit about like me as a Gemini. I am a Gemini sun, so I decided to write a few like traits and stuff. I didn't finish some of these pages. Here is another chart that I have. It's also the same. And then I have some of my houses that I'm in, planets where they are, and then I have the aspects. So it's very similar to this, but just in a different way. And of course, I'm going to be able to translate that soon, hopefully. Some of the things, by the way, that I have in here, some of these are like paid. Some of these printables I've like paid for. Other things like this chart you can find if you research online. I have been doing like an astrology course, so I've also been looking into there. It's like kind of like the beginnings and basics and stuff like that. So I do have quite a lot of information there that I've been trying to stuff into this notebook. So after some of my charts, again, I get into more information about some of the planets, what they mean, what they rule over, and what sign that they rule over. So for example, Leo is ruled by the Sun, Venus is ruled by Taurus and Libra, and you're really able to find areas in your life that you are like struggling with or have conflict in by looking at some of these relationships. I think that's very interesting because I do have pretty complementary, that's not the word that I want to use, but I have my signs in like their home. I have a lot of my planets in like their home houses or in their home signs, so that for me is very interesting, but for some people I know it might be the opposite, which is why they have some conflict within themselves. You can kind of tell like certain characteristics of people by looking at their planets in their houses. I think it's really interesting. And also with your chart, you can also find like your true purpose by looking at the like north node that you're in. So if you have your birth chart, look for the sign that has your north node, and that's like your true purpose, which I think is so interesting. So these are some of the latest pages that I've done recently. I had the majority of all of this information like done within December. So of course, December 23rd of last year was the new moon in Capricorn. So I wrote a little bit about that, what I wanted to manifest, and sort of like the goals and stuff. And obviously right after Capricorn new moon, there was the Mercury retrograde, which I did mention earlier. I'm still not done writing a little bit about that, but I left some space for it. And our next full moon is going to be in Cancer, so I did write a little bit about that and what it means. I did my own research for these, so you can see I used some of my stickers and stuff like that. So that is the constellation sticker and the full moon sticker, and I just layered it on top of each other. Not only do these stickers look cute, but I'm able to really distinguish like where I'm at, what I'm looking at, and eventually, hopefully, when I'm a little bit more like well-versed in this kind of thing, I'll be able to read my chart and the transits as the planets move through them. I have another one of these annual perfection charts in here. I'm planning on journaling a little bit about it in here. Be sure to check out your perfections chart, by the way, because don't just take anything that's on Google because it needs to be specific to you. I'm a Libra ascendant, like I said, so that's why I printed out this one. It is specific to me, so I know which houses of mine are connected to each age and each sign. I accidentally printed out the one for Taurus, which I'm not a Taurus rising, so that threw me off a little bit, but yeah. So that's sort of what I've been doing here in my journal. I still have more than half of the notebook to go, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish one of these notebooks. Good thing I have a few more extras. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more pages until the center here, but I'm planning on writing a little bit more about my placements in here. And you can find a lot of this information just online if you put in your birth chart information. I'm pretty sure it's astroseek.com that will give you like written explanations of your placements and your signs, but I also like to look it up on my own as well, so that's what I have been doing there. So it is getting closer to the full moon in Cancer, so I do know that I'm going to be looking for Cancer somewhere in my birth chart and figuring out where I need to focus in my life and figuring out what I want to manifest and how I'm going to do so. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few days, hopefully. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit more studying because I don't know why it's getting harder for me to study everything now. I think I'm just getting older and things are not clicking as fast. But I really need to start like memorizing and looking through my chart and finding out what things mean, because that really is what I'm kind of struggling with at the moment. But that's okay, I am a beginner anyways, so yeah, that's sort of what I am doing in this notebook. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. It was quite fun for me to film, and I've been having a lot of fun filling this notebook up as well. I've been learning a lot, so I'm still trying to digest everything. Like I said, if you have like a moon journal or something like that for yourself, astrology journal, please do let me know. I haven't really seen that many people with a journal like this, but if you do let me know. Maybe we can like bounce off ideas with each other or something like that. But yeah, I think I can wrap up this video now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!